Okay, so if we are going to do an outline, the first thing we want to do is start with our header. So we're going to insert a page number, okay, and go to the one that is in the upper right-hand corner like that. And then click back one to go in front of it and put your last name. And then we will then add the full header. And we're going to make sure that this is set to double space. So I'm going to click on that, right? And then teacher name, English 12, and our class period. So whatever your class period number is. And then the due date, going day, month, year. And then we are going to center this and put our outline title. Okay, and then we'll go back to the default. So if we're going to talk about healthy eating, maybe you've decided that you want to talk about different food groups that would best be for your diet. So maybe you'll start with fruits. And then maybe another category is going to be vegetables. And then another is going to be proteins, healthy fats, and maybe eating habits. Okay, so now in your research, you maybe looked at two categories of fruits. So we're going to hit a tab and do citrus and non-citrus, because if you have an A, it has to have a B. And then under citrus, maybe you want to discuss oranges and grapefruits. And under non-citrus, you're going to talk about apples and bananas. And maybe you also want to talk about pears. Okay, those were the specific fruits that you encountered in your research. Maybe under oranges, you also want to go a step further and talk about, in particular, navel oranges and clementines. Okay. Now, then you want to consider vegetables, and maybe you're going to explore the different color categories of vegetables, or specific types of vegetables. Maybe you could do it geographically. Of course, that all depends on what information you came across in your research. So we'll go with red, green, and yellow. Okay, and then maybe the specific red vegetables that you found in your research were red peppers. And then maybe you also found information about what else is red. Well, we can't leave just a 2, right? So if you're sitting there saying, hey, I literally only found information about red peppers, then we're going to go up here, and that's going to be the topic here, and then we can delete these. Okay. I'm going to backspace that. Okay, and then under green vegetables, you might have found zucchini. And then maybe also broccoli. Is with my clicker. Broccoli might have been another green vegetable, and spinach. Okay, and then under yellow, you maybe realize, hey, I don't even have any yellow vegetables, so you can take that out completely. And then we're going to talk about proteins. So you have to ask yourself, what are some different aspects of proteins? And we just continue on like this as you build your outline. But the first step, if you want to do the bubble method, you can use that for brainstorming, or you could just do what I'm doing and do some brainstorming. And this is something you could do while working with your partner on a shared Google Doc, and just sort of talk through your different ideas about what you found in your research and how you want to present that information. Several people were asking me about the idea of introducing contrasting opinions to your thesis, and I wholeheartedly embrace that. So feel free to incorporate contradictory opinions and refute them, because that helps to validate your argument. Not everyone's research essay will lend itself to that, but please make sure that when all is said and done, each section of your outline is developed enough that you can have a thoughtful section in your essay devoted to that, but not overly developed that every single note card would have a specific spot in the outline. You want to keep it somewhat generalized so that when you go through and organize your note cards, yes, you want all the fruit note cards together and all the vegetables note cards together. And then, of course, you're going to separate the citrus note cards from the non-citrus note cards. And if you you should also go ahead and make sure that you talk about oranges, navel, then clementine before you talk about grapefruits. And make sure you talk about apples and then bananas and then pears. Like, we want to follow this as if it were our table of contents, which in actuality it is. And after you do go through and organize all of your note cards into each section of the outline, you might find that there are some note cards that don't belong in any of the sections of your outline, and you can put them off to the side. And when all is said and done and you've gone through all 80 note cards or however many you have to make a decision about these leftover cards. Choice A could be to add a new section to the outline so that those note cards do fit in. Or B, you can just keep those note cards off to the side because you may just be able to write the research paper without them. Another thing you might discover in writing your outline and organizing the note cards is that maybe some sections of your outline lack sufficient information. So if that's the case, you may have to go back and find more information. Yes, go back to your sources and look for that specific set of details and evidence. You might also find that maybe you couldn't really find any information on grapefruits. So if you have to take grapefruits out of the equation, you would now have a 1 without a 2. So what you could do in this case is then change the outline to be navel oranges is 1, and then clementines is 2. Always making sure that our 1 has a 2 and our A has a B, so on and so forth. And let me just point out that having an A up here, the B down here has nothing to do with the A up here, obviously. This A needs a B under this main topic. And people have also asked me about paragraphing. Does this become a paragraph? And then all of this becomes a paragraph. And my response to that is, it's really going to depend on how many note cards, how much information you have. It could be that you could do a whole paragraph on citrus and a whole paragraph on non-citrus, and then one paragraph on vegetables overall. Because maybe I had a ton of information about citrus fruits and a ton of information about non-citrus fruits, and then overall the same amount of information just for vegetables. So you're going to have to play that by ear and see what works best for your paper. But yeah, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. Just make sure that as you're doing this paper, your A's have B's, your ones have twos. Okay, and always a minimum of 2 subtopics.